created a website using Google Sites. You can see that website here. Google Sites is a very user-friendly application where you can create a website on a page-by-page basis. And it is much easier and different than HTML and CSS because it is more user-friendly and you don't have to write everything in code. Is saved in my personal Google Sites library. So I created this banner and this logo and emblem all in Pixlr. Pixlr allowed me to add images from different stock websites such as this earth and this flame background. And I was able to add filters, change the color and fonts of my title. I also created a GIF in my cover page, which doesn't cycle. Now we will go through some of the questions that we were asked in our final project guide, which is indicate the name of the innovation and provide a clear description of its intended purpose, such as the problem that the innovation solved, the opportunity that the innovation created, or the discovery that the innovation made possible. So basically what I say here is that the innovation that I am researching is sensors and sensor networks, and this one innovation that I'm focusing on is water quality monitors and different sensors that sense water quality parameters for the use of environmental monitoring and the environmental protection. So I included a picture of a facility that may use these sensors to monitor their own water, such as in an aquaculture farm, or also could be used in natural water to monitor natural water quality. The second question is explain a benefit or harmful effect of the innovation. So like I was saying, this innovation is allowed for constant and consistent, accurate water quality analysis. And this is beneficial because it allows us to deploy this device into the water and then leave it in the water, and the device will collect water quality data while it is deployed. Question 3, explain the impact that the innovation has had on society, economy, and or culture. So what this has allowed for is accurate, like I said, data collection on different in the environment, which is not only water, it can be soil and air as well. But these sensors have allowed us to gain a much better insight into what's going on in our environment. Question 4 asks us to indicate one field other than computer science which this innovation has impacted or has the potential to impact. Describe the impact. So what I say here is that, so I've already talked about how it has helped us increase our environmental protection and understanding in the environmental science field, but one of the big debates that this innovation has allowed us to get insight into is whether or not global warming is an actual phenomenon, because that is a debated topic. So being able to actually collect data on the environment accurately and consistently is giving us a better way of providing concrete evidence that global warming is happening, and this has definitely advanced the environmental science field. Describe how a user interacts with the innovation. So what I basically said is that there's two ways that you can use these devices that monitor water quality. And one way is to actually deploy it in the water and have the device give you data right away on a handheld, or the other way that people interact with this device is by deploying the device at a site and leaving it to soak. And while it soaks, it will collect data. And then when the user goes and picks up the device, they can download all the data that it was collected while it was deployed. The next question is, describe in detail how the innovation's technology incorporates at least one of the big ideas of abstraction, algorithm, programming, and the internet to accomplish its purpose. I said that this technology requires use of programming, and that is because these devices have multi-functions, and they're not so straightforward. So you can kind of customize it to work the way you want it to work and to pick up the data that you want it to pick up. And so programming these devices allows each user to get an individual personalized experience from their device, which allows for research-specific data collection. The last two questions we will be looking at are, describe how the innovation consumes data as input, produces data as an output, and or transforms data. And the YSI consumes data through what we just talked about, programming. The user will program that device to collect the certain types of data. But what these devices really shine at is producing data, and that's when they're out in the water and they're sensing water quality. And they collect tons of data every few seconds about all the different water quality parameters. And if some of these sondes are deployed for over a month and they're collecting that every few seconds, then the user can end up with thousands and thousands of kilobytes of data to look through. And the last question is, describe at least one data storage concern, data privacy concern, or data security concern related to the innovation. The main concern with these devices is data storage because of the large volumes of data that these devices collect. However, research institutions that do use these devices usually have computer technologies that are able to handle these amounts of data. I made this video using my phone, and then I uploaded the video to wevideo that you can see here, the free version, where I was able to edit and add music and clip unnecessary parts out of my video. And then I just went over to YouTube and video and then was able to publish the video through YouTube. So yeah, enjoy. The dissolved oxygen concentrations in the water, a pH sensor, a chlorophyll sensor, and a conductivity and temperature sensor that senses the temperature as well as the salinity in the water. And these instruments have a very good benefit to us because it allows us to get accurate data about the water and different water quality parameters. So also on this page, I have a graph, the ratings of importance of sensors on life. This graph was created by the results in the forum that I posted on my page. Was able to look at the data and download the results into Google spreadsheets. And then from there, I was able to create this graph. And if you are interested in learning a little bit more about water quality monitoring by using sensors, I included some scholarly articles here. This one particularly, if you're interested in learning more, go over to my Google site and check it out. All right, thanks.